Hello, this is Big Fanboy here with my first, hammock hamming trip report. Um, I know I'm going to get beat up for sound quality because, well, let's face it, the sound quality on this video is not that great. But I still wanted to get it out there, and every experience is a learning experience, so do apologize for the sound. Anyway, this is my first, let's say, official solo hang in my Hennessy. I did do a test run in my backyard, but of course it's never the same. Hope you enjoy this, and again, sorry for the sound quality. This is a trip to Botcher's Gap in Big Sur. It's not primitive camping. It's a car camping, let's say. But I've just recently had Achilles tendon surgery and wasn't going to hike miles in. Also, I was testing some gear out and testing new whippy slings and that kind of stuff. So, figured if I'm going to do a quote unquote real camping hang out in the woods, I might go conservative the first time. Anyway, enjoy.
Alright, so this is my hammock setup here. Big Sur, Botcher's Gap, Camp 6. So if we have a look around, campsites are pretty good, not too bad. Some good places to hang out, a little close for me, some of them. For instance, that table is not for my campsite. I'm actually hanging apparently between two campsites, but the manager was okay with that. Here's my table with all my stuff on it. Just had breakfast, stew for breakfast for the win. Noticing lots and lots of flies here. That's a bit of a hassle, but I'll deal with it. So there's my my backpack hanging on a tree. There's my line using a trucker's hitch. That's my fly line. Trucker's hitch, prusik knot with a little S-clip or S-beaner to hang my hex fly off of. My hex fly is currently on the other side. I was actually showing a couple from Bay Area the prusik knots just to show them how they work, so that's why the fly is hanging from the main suspension line. My whoopee sling, homemade whoopee sling, which I did not fall last night, so win. There's my hammock with my system inside. So I've already taken the mylar out, but I used underneath my thermarest, I used a sort of a mylar bubble wrap. That's what I meant for opening up water tanks and stuff. But I actually slept in there pretty good. I got my Mountain Hardware, I can't remember what model this is now, sort of like Mountain Speed or something. It's one of the ultralights, 32. But at 50 degrees, I had way too much down in there. That 32 actually woke up in the middle of the night just sweating like crazy. One of the things I learned from this trip is that I need to go the route of a underquilt, because the thermarest is cool, but it's very sweaty, and it sort of stops me from hanging properly. I can't hang asymmetrically properly. It's a hassle. So as soon as I can get the finances or the wherewithal to either buy or build an outfit, that's how I'm hanging my CPAP. Unfortunately, I have sleep apnea, so I have a CPAP in there. Just run it in, and I zip it up and get it as tight to that hose as I can, and it seems to work out fine. Although, because it got a little bit cold last night, the air coming in my nose started hurting about 3 or 4 in the morning. It was a little too cold, the source, so I might find a way to rig that inside so that I'm drawing warmer air. But overall, I'd say big success last night. Pretty comfortable, very warm. Like I said, it only goes between 45 and 50, so not that bad. But first time whoopee sling, I will admit that I had a couple fears that because these are DIY whoopee slings and I didn't do everything, maybe for some of the looping and stuff, that like I didn't sew in the permanent loop the way everybody suggests. I heard some stretching or tightening of knots that caused me to wake up. Anyway, Botcher's Gap, Big Sur, first official hang in the Hennessy. I would call this an absolute success. I want some feedback on the angles here, though. So this is, if that is my fly line, and that's the hanging line, the whoopee sling, does that look right? There's my marlin hitch up there connected to the tree hugger. I've got too much stuff hanging from that tree hugger, the beaners and stuff, and the climbing rings. But any advice on the angle? That one looks a little too steep for me, but just looking for some advice. You guys have a great day.